He was a French grocer in London. He worked in Eric Clapton's house. He was a farmer in Auchtermuchty, which I from Ken Swan. Now, he didn't just do farming. Westy had a lot of challenges in his life, and mechanically he was a bit rough. And one of the things he did with Ken Swan was he had a Renault, he had two Renaults. So he took one engine out of one Renault, put another one, and the car went. Well done, Westy. He was a dry stain diker with Jeff. Very good, Jeff. Unfortunately, he was on the dole at the time and he got his picture on the paper. He was a lumberjack in Auchtermuchty with me. 2 days into the job, we ran away, dumped the chainsaws and disappeared. The lorry driver, real foods. But one of the things he did when he was driving the lorry around with all that wheel and all the rest of it was pick up my mate who was on the dole at the time, came around to Scotland and we just spent the day together. He also picked up Sue as well. Sue Cameron spent a lot of time with her. He said he could build a house for £4,000. It would be made with green wood. Tatty Rogan. Now Westy worked with Tatty Rogan. Pete's laughing. A bit of history for Pete. Pete and Tatty Rogan, we would be halfway through the day and we'd realise Pete wasn't even out of the van. He'd be under the sacks. And often we'd be going up and down the drills and he'd disappear. We'd never see him for the rest of the day. He'd be hiding somewhere. So we'd send out Clive to look for him. A military man through and through. He studied the First World War, Second World War, World War. He knew all about these things. Now, throughout that junior year, shall we say, he wanted to join up. And he joined up with the Royal Marines and Royal Marine Commandos, and myself and Clive. Kenny Meekland went down to his pass-out parade in Devon. He's very proud to be in the Royal Marines and served in Northern Ireland. Of course, with the Green Goddesses and near Walsall and Birmingham. One of the things, he was very, had a bit of a political opinion on things. He was a founder member of the OIC, North Sea Union. Then he went on to do things like, he was in the Voice of Vietnam on the radio. Good morning, Vietnam. Almost Westy. He was sub-editor of the Vietnam News latterly. That's the largest English language newspaper in Vietnam. And he taught English as a foreign language as well in Vietnam, despite him not being able to spell grammar on the first day. But it should be noted that he won prizes at school for his poetry. He wrote plays, he wrote short stories, he wrote children's stories. So, yeah, he was some charm. So I'm going to talk about the outdoors. I guess not a lot of people know this. The Westy had huge knowledge about the outdoors, Scotland in particular. He was in the Belbatzer Mountaineering Club. I joined it several years after him. And we finally ended up going to Austria. At least Westy went to Austria. I bought a stereo instead. He went to the Tyrol and climbed the highest mountain in the Tyrol, the Waldspitz. There was a great film made of that event. I don't know whatever happened to it, but actually Westy was completely pissed at 15 years old going over on the ferry and his mum was mortified. A bit about rock climbing. So Westy didn't do much rock climbing recently, but certainly when we were 15, 16 years old, we used to go to Daresy. We used to steal ropes from the back of the Danskin lorries in Cooper and then go along there. There was a route called Scarecrow VS, very severe, and Westy climbed that in a pair of hill walking boots. Now very severe is very severe. He got up that route by hook or by crook. He was screaming his head off and spent about an hour and a half on it. But for that day, that was, you know, right cutting edge climbing. He was some strength in the boy. I'm going to talk about Westy's love for children. Not really babies, I don't see him being a baby's man. And once they got up to, 3, 4 and above that, then it wasn't about, Jimmy Savile or anything like that. Apart from Heather telling me this morning that she was just 15 when she went out with Westy. Her mum was mortified and absolutely mortified when when she brought him home. Actually, I'm sure she fell in love with him. One of the things that Westy used to do when he was, especially in Vietnam, is remember everybody's Christmas and birthdays. Silk pyjamas were always sent back. Archie's up there, Haley and Hannah and Hazel always was fitted out with strange Chinese silk pyjamas. And even just towards the last days there, even a few days, we still had the time and inclination to go out and buy Archie a new pair of shoes, which is amazing. And I think the biggest thing is his relationship with Hazel, which was, he spent a long time with Hazel. For me, I met Westy on the first day at infantry school, and Westy told the story that I had said to him that we'd be best friends forever, so here we are. But I want to mention two amazing people who gave him shelter and support in his time of most need. Clive and Clara, very much from Westy. Oh, yes. He did have a vision about what he wanted this summer. As I said, there's diverse cultures, diverse countries. Simon's come all the way from Vietnam today. Westy himself has no airs and graces. He's a straightforward guy. He always talked about his relationship with Molly Weir, Princess Diana, and the homeless people that he met in London. He was just the same character through and through, widely recognised as Scotland's most popular man. Wherever he went, walk into any bar, he knew somebody there, or somebody knew Westy, that was for sure. He had friends around the world, and he wanted them all to come here in the land that he loved, and the place that he loved most in the West Coast. Share stories like the one about Drew when he first met Westy, and he was lying in bed and Westy had gone into bed after a night session in, I think it was Corridon, and Drew was there going, Jesus Christ, I've never heard anybody make a noise out of every orifice. So Westy, 1958-2013, 1958-2013. 1958 wasn't really a good year anyway, Clive, was it? 1957 was much better. 2013 was obviously a bad year. The dash is the important bit. Well, Westy's journey was long and varied, and a life was lived to the full. So we raise our glasses and have a wee toast for Westy. Cheers, Neil.